I'm Andre Huey and welcome to this edition of the Skn Newsline Newscast. We start with our top story as the Ministry of Health is taking proactive steps in the wake of the coronavirus threat emanating from China. The ministry held a press conference on Monday afternoon at the Parliamentary Lounge at the government headquarters to sensitize the public on the efforts being made in response to the health threat. More in this report from Skn Newsline's Glenn Bart.
Officials of the Ministry of Health, Department of Immigration and other allied government authorities are assuring the general public that there is no need to panic over the novel coronavirus as extensive precautions have been undertaken. In a press conference held at government headquarters on the 3rd February 2020, authorities made detailed presentations on preventative measures being undertaken in St. Kitts and Nevis. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws said the situation is actively being monitored.
The health team within St. Kitts and Nevis stands ready to identify, isolate, and manage suspected cases of this new viral infection. I repeat, the health team in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis stands ready to identify, isolate, and manage suspected cases of this new viral infection. The National St. Kitts and Nevis International Health Regulations Committee within the Federal Office of our Ministry of Health continues to monitor this outbreak closely, hour by hour, minute by minute. The health desk at the R.L. Bratcher International Airport is covered by nurses and our environmental health officers. And St. Kitts and Nevis issued a travel advisory which was announced on Saturday, February the 1st. The travel advisory speaks to citizens and residents being advised to restrict travel to China until the World Health Organization gives the all clear in relation to the novel coronavirus. Persons who have trips planned to China, we are asking you to postpone same. Persons traveling from China or who have traveled to another country from China en route to the Federation within the last 14-day window period, we are asking you to remain where you are and not to travel to the Federation. Persons who travel to St. Kitts and Nevis from China at this time shall be subjected to screening at our ports of entry and may, if necessary, have their movements restricted.
Meanwhile, Chief Immigration Officer Ms. Mercelyn Hughes outlined the active protocols in collaboration with the health teams at the air and seaports being used for passengers entering the Federation.
We have a very robust system as well, the Advanced Passenger Information System, that will give us information, whether it's on the form or not, but it will speed up the process if persons would adhere to number 17 and give us that information. But in collaboration with the JRCC, the Joint Regional Communication Center in Barbados, that has responsibility to receive all information on passengers and vessels and entering the Federation. We have that information readily available just in the event that we need to do a secondary on a passenger. If we have suspicion that somebody may not be telling the truth, there's the avenue that we can use to verify. The nurses, the help desk at the airport is very comforting and it's very reassuring to us to know that they're right there and they themselves assist with the screening of passengers. They don't have to sit in the office. They're not sitting in the office waiting for us to come and knock and say, we have a suspicious case. They're right there on the floor. So they themselves can observe and see whether or not they're passengers who they may want us to direct to them as well. So it is a very, very concerted effort. It is the partnership is strong. And I must commend Dr. Laws and all the doctors and nurses who have been working so closely with immigration and customs to ensure that our Federation remains safe. We are the gatekeepers. We are the ones who let people in and we let them out, and we want to ensure that our Federation is safe.
Passengers arriving in the Federation must complete number 17 on the immigration form that indicates visits to China or affected regions, which is then cross-checked with other protocols. The Federation is also receiving strong support from the Caribbean Public Health Agency, the Pan American Health Organization, and the World Health Organization. Glenn Barth for Skn Newsline.
A month of activities has been planned to feature the heritage of St. Kitts and Nevis to a global audience. Recently, Heritage Month was launched with a ceremony at Matheson House, where the Minister of Culture, Sean Richards, addressed the gathering. Glenn Barth has more.
Deputy Prime Minister Sean Richards launched the 2020 History and Heritage Month of activities in a ceremony held at the Matheson House on Thursday, 30th January. The opening ceremony was attended by St. Kitts and Nevis' Governor General Sir Tapley Seaton, as well as the Ambassador of the Republic of China, His Excellency Tom Lee. Deputy Prime Minister Richards said the month-long activities will provide an opportunity to feature the country's history and heritage to a global audience. At the same time, he said, the activities create a set of avenues for personal learning, understanding, and appreciation.
Not only does History and Heritage Month foster stronger national identity and pride among Kittitians and Nevisians, it also displays our rich heritage and culture to the world. In keeping with this great tradition of upholding our legacy and values, History and Heritage Month 2020 is being observed and celebrated under the theme, The Life We Lived, the People We Have Become. Just this week, our nation commemorated the 85th anniversary of the Buckley's Uprising of January 28 and 29, 1935, an event of huge significance that had an unprecedented impact on the political and socio-economic landscape, not just here at home, but in the wider Caribbean. For that uprising and others like it throughout the Caribbean shone an illuminating light on the harsh realities of the life that our ancestors lived.
Also addressing the opening was Mr. Michael Morton, CVE, the president of the Brimstone Hill Fortress National Park Society, one of the coordinating entities of the month. Commenting on the theme of the month, President Morton said many made sacrifices that have influenced the people of the country up to today.
The theme, the life we lived, the people we have become, is indeed a powerful testimony to the great strides made by our people over the years. From the inability to vote, to adult suffrage for all, to opportunities for persons to further their education, to improvements in healthcare and housing, and to increase employment as well as an enhanced standard of living for all. However, the struggle was real. Our ancestors made many sacrifices so that today we can enjoy a better life. Today's launch ceremony of the 2020 History and Heritage Month of activities is therefore significant. We as the people are paying tribute to our ancestors and forebears, many of whom shone a bright light, so that we can see more clearly the path that we are now treading.
Morton also paid tribute to Sir Probin Innes, MBE, a former president of the Society, for crafting the original History and Heritage Week. Glenn Barth for Skn Newsline.
Still to come on Skn Newsline, we go into the world of sports to look at the recent results in the SKNFA Premier League, and we take a look at the most recent performance of the Sugar Girls in Texas.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long. But after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
You care about what goes on your skin. You care about the ingredients, organic and natural products. We have Rituals brand Victoria's Secret, and much more. Discover the collection of prestige natural beauty. There are too many chemicals. Time to change. Go to Lucky's Duty Free at King's Pavilion Hotel on Bay Road, Bastia. Treat yourself as a princess. Also, Bath and Body Works coming soon. Check us out on Facebook. Open hours are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Give us a call, 466-7059. Lucky's Duty Free.
Quality Diagnostic Laboratory, your newest partner in your healthcare. We offer the latest in on-island clinical laboratory testing. A comprehensive range of blood tests, urine tests, stool and other testing such as cholesterol and sugar testing, as well as hormone, kidney and liver functions, and many more. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory is located at the corner of Keon Street and Fines Avenue, opposite the Greenlands pasture. Our opening hours from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday are designed with you in mind. We are also open on Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. for your further convenience. Call or contact us at 465-6657 or email us at info@qualitydiagnosticlab.com. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory. Excellence in performance.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
Welcome back. It's been an unbeaten season so far for Keon Rockets and Rams Village Superstars. We have your Premier League updates right about now, starting with the most recent matches on Sunday night at the Warner Park. Flow 4G Keon Rockets continue their winning ways with a 4-0 drubbing of Security Forces FC on a Sunday at the Warner Park. Scoring for Keon, Vince Roy Nelson scoring 2 goals in the 7th minute and the 85th minute. That last goal will be a stunning diving header inside the 18-yard box, right in the back of the net. Akel Wilson scored in the 27th minute and Javern Matthew in the 61st minute. At the end of the match, assistant coach for Keon, Jazza Buchanan, said they came with the approach not to take Security Forces lightly, even though he believed his players slacked off a bit during the match.
We had a flat start in terms of, when you're playing against Security Forces, and so those teams were just come up, and so these teams come out to play against, most of them come out to play against team that people might be rank as a big team, right? And they're gonna play a lot different because we saw in terms many times how they play different to other people. In terms of how they play now tonight against Keon, everybody gonna come out, as they always said, team is a team. Everybody gonna come out wanting to win, no matter who you're playing. Everybody gonna come out wanting to win. And we didn't look at Security Forces as a team that everybody bang up. We come out as a team, look at them as a team to win and get more points. I think the guys want a little more to relax, and this is what we're telling them again from the start. They can't relax on these kind of team here, and we give the Security Forces too many time in the game, too many chances in the game, which one of the things tonight was just to restrict them from getting a lot of possession of the ball, trying to get a lot of chances of the ball. Again, we fail in the compartment here tonight because they had a lot of chances at the goal. Good to my defense. We give some of the guys who ain't getting in the game some look in terms of what's going on. Because we have some guys who want some yellow card, so they couldn't play tonight because the yellow card they have. 3 yellow cards, just turned to a red. So we had to look to try other players. We try 1 or 2 players in different positions because we got to look ahead. in terms of our next opponent. We look in terms of where this guy's strength be, where this guy weight is be, and how could we fit guys into these formation here, system in terms of what we be trying.
Coach Kenroy Nibbs of Security Forces praised the efforts of his players and said they will have to just get back to the drawing board to improve their performances.
Well, first of all, I have to give the players then some credit in terms of how they perform. It's the only thing that we don't make use of our chances. If we did make use of our chances, the scoreline could have been better and we give up some soft goals.
Atiba Harrison Peters FC defeated Mantab 3-1. Kareem Simmons scored in the 26th minute, Deonis Stevens in the 51st minute, and Kirkland Harris in the 76th minute. The lone goal from Mantab came from Eversley Taylor in the 80th minute. Then in the second match of the triple header on Sunday, Esgrave Newtown United defeated KFC Old Road Jets 2-0. Aluja won, Williams scored in the 69th minute, and Makonnen Gums in the 83rd minute for Newtown. The Skn FA Premier League continues Tuesday at the Warner Park, with Sol Island Auto Supplies Connery FC will do battle with Trafalgar South Stars at 7 p.m. And on Saturday, Skn Newsline brought you live commentary and coverage of the Skn FA Match of the Week between Rams Village Superstars and SL Horses St. Paul's, a match the most recent champions won. Rams Village Superstars edged SL Horses St. Paul's United FC on Saturday night at the Warner Park in one of the most anticipated matches of the 2019-2020 Skn FA Premier League. The goal came from Carlos Berti in the 59th minute. Skn Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio provided live radio commentary and video broadcast of that match in the Skn FA Match of the Week. Here are the highlights. Commentators are Troy Biff Mills and LaShawn Dixon.
Comes put away by St. Paul's only to the foot of a Village player. The shot comes in out along the ground and it's in the back of the net. And a beautiful shot. A Village player. The shot comes in out along the ground and it's in the back of the net. And a beautiful shot. A bad decision by the defender. Ball is going to the goal line. You're back to the goal. You're putting it in. Let it go for a corner and defend from that. Rabia shot a ball here and it's going to be a 1-1. And it's a beautiful save. Save of the century by Jamal. The St. Paul's players, all of them stood still. The attacking Village player rushing on. Everybody expected a flag. The flag stayed down. It was a 1-on-1 situation. More 30-70. 17 in favor of the Village players. That Tyrann and the goalkeeper coming off his line. Anticipated smartly. The shot was going to his left and he dived and he really saved it. It's a penalty when we thought that was a save, LaShawn. So, SL Horsford St. Paul's, goal on a goal. They have a 4-minute lifeline. And here is the whistle. The player goes in and he shoots and it's what am I seeing? A beautiful save by Jamal. Diving away to his right. Low, keeping it out. And he has to be the man of the match easily.
At the end of the match, coach Stephen Clark of Village said it was an entire team effort, but he had special praises for his defense.
I really can't say I will single out much because it was a whole team effort, but I think the defense really did a good job tonight and did a number. And it's been a while since they keep a clean sheet, so that was very good. It's nice, undefeated, scoring goals, but it ain't stopped there. We still have a next game coming up. The next game is against Schools on Saturday, and it's a real rivalry. We know how we be. We know how we be the best rivalry, Village and Schools, so we're going to be up for it.
Coach Iroy Kunga Jeffers of St. Paul's was proud of the fighting spirit of his players despite the loss.
I think it was a well-fought game for my players. I think that just that we switch off for the goal just now. That's how we got some time. I like the performance, I like the fighting spirit and the gut from the fellas. Really showed something. Next game will be better. The next game is against Mantab. We're looking to come out the winner against that game. So we lost 3 points where we think that we should have lost 3 points tonight.
Tahir Hanley of Village was issued a red card in the second minute of stoppage time due to violent conduct against an opponent. In Saturday night's other match, Hobson Enterprises Garden Hotspurs defeated Fastcast Saddlers 2-0. Xavier French scored an own goal in the 14th minute, and Raquel Allen scored the second goal in the 37th minute for Spurs. And finally, we take a look at the performance of the Sugar Girls against Mexico in the CONCACAF Women's Olympic Qualifiers in the USA. Staying with football, the Sugar Girls lost their second match in the CONCACAF Women's Olympic qualifiers against Mexico on Saturday afternoon in Texas, USA, losing 6-0. Now, even though the Sugar Girls lost that game, the second of their 2 matches they've played so far, they played much better than in their previous game against Canada and even created chances of their own, just failing to put them in the back of the net. After the match, we heard from Phoenicia Brown, a striker with the St. Kitts Nevis women's team.
Phoenicia, your thoughts about the result today against Mexico?
I'm proud of my team. Like, we came out here and we fought. It's our first time at this stage of the competition, so we knew it was going to be challenging. But we came out, gave our all. We were improving from the first match, and I think that's what matters, that we keep improving, so yeah.
Your coach talked earlier at the arrival that this is the youngest average age of the group. Your thoughts about your teammates here, obviously a learning experience, but you did mention you're proud of them. Any thoughts about that?
Yeah, we have some young players on the team, and they're doing everything we ask of them. They're giving their all on the field, and that's honestly all we can ask. It's a learning experience for all of us, it being the first time we're here. But yeah, they're doing well. That's all I gotta say on that.
Today we see a good crowd cheering you on. Any messages for them?
We appreciate it. We appreciate all the support we can get. My family's out here. All of our families are out here. And we appreciate all of the support that we got.
And that will do it for this edition of the Skn Newsline Newscast. A look again at our top stories. The Ministry of Health is taking proactive steps in the wake of the coronavirus threat. And in sports, Village and Keon among victors in the weekend's Skn FA Premier League. I'm Andre Huey, and this has been the Skn Newsline Newscast. From all of us here at Skn Newsline, thank you for watching.